And we're back. Welcome back. Welcome everyone to part 2 of this 3-part series about money. Part 2 will cover what you should not do with your money, especially if you're a young adult. If you avoid any of these things mentioned in this video, you should honestly be fine, financially speaking. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme, and most importantly, I am not a financial advisor, and I'm not giving financial counsel. I'm actually got this advice from somebody else. I don't give financial advice. The first thing I want to cover is what I like to call abundance spending. If you're a younger person and you obtain a job and you're not responsible for any heavy bills or dependents, you're gonna probably have a lot of extra income and you probably won't know what to do with it. I sure had this feeling as I was an inner city kid who grew up in poverty and did not have everything I wanted. Praise the Father, I grew and received everything I needed, but those more luxury things that I wanted, those came very few in between in my upbringing. So I did what most inner city kids do and buy a collection of expensive sneakers. In retrospect, I could have used that money to invest in my hobbies or projects or vacations, but I do not regret spending that money because that was a valuable lesson that I've learned early on, and it's something that I could look back on and say, hey, I probably shouldn't have done that. Overabundance is not healthy, and it not only numbs your ability to be grateful for what you have, but it also takes away your focus from working on the bigger things that matter. So that could be your walk, your family, your friends, your career, your purpose, the big picture things. I'm going to paint a good example of this, a very common example, and this is especially applicable to younger men, is buying a brand new car right when they receive a bit of disposable income. When you're a young adult, you probably have some money saved up from your job, which is going to allow you to probably put in a down payment. But since you most likely have a new credit line, your car note or your car loan payments are going to be very high. And since you're also probably a younger, newer driver, your insurance bill will also be high. And then you got to consider the gas, maintenance repairs. I'm just stressed out just even thinking about this. But anyways, a nice new car would be nice to feel. But it's when those bills add up, it's going to cause a lot of unnecessary stress for you. Unless you're rich or you just don't give a fuck. But if you need a car, you're better off just buying a reliable used car, and just pay it off with your insurance, or pay your insurance bills with it. Or not pay insurance at all. That's illegal, so I'm not suggesting you to do that. But you can. No, I'm just playing. The next section will be playing the lotto or any form of sports betting. You need to avoid these like the plague. And there's literally no valid reason to ever put your money in these things. The government already takes your hard-earned money via taxes, so there's no need for you to just voluntarily give them your money again via a lottery. The lottery preys on the poor, the lottery preys on your desperation, and the lottery gives an unbelievable small amount of hope that all your problems will be solved if you just are the luck of the draw. Why would you allow that hope haunt over your shoulder? Why leave this up to chance when you could just do your best to have control over your own journey rather than leaving it up to chance? Sports betting, it's going to get its own video, but it's another destructive construct that has completely plagued our society. Sports is a very beautiful way for us humans to not only display our talents, but to connect and enjoy time with one another. Why would I completely ruin that experience for a motherfucking parlay? I would hate to put in my hard-earned money, and all of that is hinged on the fact if SGA is gonna score 50 fucking points tonight. Like, that's actually ridiculous. But it's not healthy. It's not healthy to cause unnecessary stress on yourself and to leave your hard-earned money literally up to the chance. It's some people say it's great for a dopamine response, but I would rather get a dopamine response seeing my team win. That's just me, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'm the crazy one. But anyways, yeah, sports for me is a time to enjoy with my friends and family, and it's a healthy outlet to not stress over bills, work, my financial status, problems. Even if you didn't necessarily care about any of the stuff I said, there's more than enough research out there that proves sports betting is not a sustainable way to make money, anyways. So, if your goal is to just make money, it definitely won't be through Steph Curry hitting a million threes, you know? Lastly, and I never thought I would be the millionth person on the internet to say this, but do not invest in any Bitcoin. Don't. Just don't. There's just don't do it. Okay? The currency is very unsustainable, and more importantly, none of it's regulated, meaning the people at the top who have all the Bitcoin, they are and going to continue to do market manipulation to hoard all the value. The government apparently is also in on it, allegedly. The president owns a Bitcoin. The president owns a Bitcoin. Allegedly. Wait, that's not even alleged. That's actually true. But anyways, don't. Just don't. You are not going to make any money out of it. You're going to lose a lot of money. And if you do, you got extremely lucky. And, just get up out of there. It's almost as bad as drug dealing, to be honest with you. But no, that's not true. But don't do it. You're not going to make money. You're just going to stress yourself out. It's the new trend. Just because it's a new trend doesn't mean, oh, I'm going to be the lucky person. You might be, but, it's luck at the end of the day. And more often than not, it's very low luck. And you don't want to hinge your chance. On a very basic level, these things are crafted to take advantage of people. And take advantage of people specifically who are desperate, or just don't have really good emotional regulation. Can't be that person. You can't cede them your money, your power, your brain. You can't give them that control. Stocks and day trading is also something I do not recommend. It's not the worst thing you could possibly do, but I don't think it's worth it. Day trading is done by professionals, and if you're someone who's not a professional, it takes a lot of time and invest to get into it and to read up on it and to try your best to kind of beat the market. So to me, it's not worth stressing and try to outperform the market when I could just have an ease of mind in putting my money into ETFs or savings accounts or a business or project that I've created. And that concludes part 2. Thank you all for watching. Comment down below your thoughts. I will be back with part 3 soon. Peace be with you all.